Today is Thursday, April the 6th, 2023. It's a rainy night. This corner where I actually filmed the takedown of two tents. There's a tent here right now already. There's actually two tents back here already. So yesterday they were supposed to tear down tents with police supervision. So City of Vancouver Sanitation Department with the escort of the police were supposed to tear down the tents in the Downtown Eastside on starting with East Hastings Street. So it actually did happen. So the cleaning crew for the City of Vancouver just dismantled a couple tents here on the corner of Hastings and Main. Slightly fewer tents, but tents have returned. And right here was a was a marketplace where there was a fire, and the fire department put up the fire, but they had trouble getting to the fire because of the tents along the walls of the marketplace. So that was one of the final straws for the city to finally clear the streets of the tents because of the fire hazard. And that's been one of several fire hazards that they used to have, that they had over the last since July. So it's happened a few times, mostly in the winter time when the propane tanks were used in the tanks. There were a few times they had fires in the tents, and they actually cleared 2 blocks by the afternoon on Wednesday, so yesterday. So what happened was a lot of the tents and their possessions were actually thrown into the garbage can. They did get a chance to collect their goods, collect their belongings. They each got a storage container. But what happened is I was hearing rumors about the homeless people coming back the next day. So I'm just going to take a look at Chinatown here. So there is a tent right here in front of the grocery store. So this, there was actually a fire here a few months ago, I remember. So we're actually in Chinatown right now. So there is technically tents in Chinatown now. So actually there's more street people, more homeless people in Chinatown now. Because before they were on the next street on East Hastings. For a while there weren't any homeless people in Chinatown after they were moved up from the Chinese Community Center, Chinese Cultural Center. So this is East Pender Street. So I see a few tents. And right here at Columbia, right here at Pender and Columbia, there's one tent and one person with an umbrella. But now they seem to be establishing themselves in Chinatown. So you can see on the right side there's a tent right there, and right there's an umbrella. So there was one person here on that corner before, but there's at least 2 people now on this corner. So this area had a few tents before, but right now it doesn't. So this is pretty close to Gastown. So a lot of the tourists, they come from Canada Place and they go to Gastown, and then they cross over sometimes to Chinatown. So this area has no tents. So people who are tourists will not encounter the tent or the tent city. Okay, so I'm making a right turn here at Abbott. This is West Hastings. So this area has been cleared up pretty well. There hasn't been any tents in this area for a while. So the tourist ships are coming in. The travel ships are coming in starting April 11th. So today is April 6th, so 5 days from now, the first tourist ships are coming in. And from what I heard, it's going to be a record year for tourist ships coming into Vancouver. So maybe that's one of the reasons they had to clear the tent city yesterday. So you can see there's tents here on the side here. So there's more umbrellas because people lost their tents, so there's more umbrellas now. You see a lot more umbrellas, people holding umbrellas. So here's a tent right here. There's about 2 tents, maybe. 2. And this walkway, there's people living in there. I can see the people in there. They're hanging out in there. So there's maybe, from what I see, at least 3 or 4 people in there. And then up here, you have some tents going up again. So there's tents here. So I would say overall there's fewer tents in East Hastings Street here, but there are more homeless people in Chinatown at nighttime now. So there's a tent here, and then there's some umbrellas here. So I guess people, they lost their tents, so there's a lot of umbrellas. I can say I've seen a lot of umbrellas. And this walkway, there are people set up in there. I can see there's 2 of them. There's 2 more there, and at least 2 more there. So it's about 6 people living on that walkway now. There's a person living in the doorwell. They're standing. So I think that's where they're staying. There's a person here with an umbrella in front of the grocery store. So here we're approaching our Family Association building, the Fallen Towns Society. So right now there is 1 tent, and there's a sort of a makeshift tent here. And I did hear homeless people saying they're going to return. So I heard that with my own ears. I did ask a police officer if they were going to put some police on guard on the street, or if they're going to put a patrol on the street, and they didn't know, that one particular officer. But I did get the indication that there would be a police presence in this area for the next few weeks.